That's right, I got a new toy, the Micro Freak. Today, we're gonna go check out a really cool studio from my friend Alex McVeigh. Now, Alex is a drummer and an engineer. We're all remote drummers now, right? He's doing a few things that are unique, and I think that's one of the positive things that has come from this year is we've had to get creative with the things that we're doing. So he built his home studio. It's called Lake House Studio. Great name. But he's also doing these lake house sessions, as he calls them, where if you're an artist or you're a songwriter and you want to do some either like a live music video, essentially, you can book a session there and bring your band or musicians, or you can book it with him and he will provide the band, which is a great idea. And they shoot it. They got a video crew on the whole thing. He's got a really cool setup down in his basement. So thank you, Alex, for inviting me out and let me check out your home studio setup. And if you guys want to follow him on Instagram, he has a cool Instagram. The link's down in the bio. It's lake.house.studio on Instagram. That and his personal account are down in the description. Talking's kind of hard. There's a couple other things I wanted to mention. If you guys didn't know, I do these studio tours basically every Monday. Well, I just started a second series. We'll call it a semi-series. It's every other Thursday on this channel. It's called Epic Studio Gear, and as you will imagine, it is about epic studio gear. So I have some cool ideas and some good gear lined up. We're gonna do some fun videos, demo some stuff, shoot some stuff out, do some giveaways, give some multi-tracks out. All that stuff is gonna be really fun. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're about to hit 30,000. I swear I just said we were about to hit 25,000. So if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. If you want to see episode 1 of Epic Studio Gear, make sure to check it out. It's on this desk. It's really cool. Link is right here. This is a Danger Fox desk. It's super sick. Click on that video, check it out. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you guys for watching, and let's go check out Alex's Epic Home Studio. Dude, this is such a beautiful, beautiful setup you got here. How long have you lived here?
We've been here for a little over a year.
Nice. And did you guys do this renovation, or did it come like this?
We hired out to do the painting, and these walls were all like this purpley gray, super ugly, and then there was popcorn ceiling throughout the whole house. So we actually hired out to have a team. There's actually only 2 people that came in. They busted out in a week.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And this piano, this thing's beautiful.
Love
Did
it,
you have
man.
this before, or?
So I got this probably about a year ago. I'm always on Marketplace and Craigslist, just looking for stuff. And my friends joke to me that I find ridiculous deals or free stuff all the time, and this was free.
Yeah.
A guy out in Goodlettsville he and his family were moving to Colorado, and he just didn't want to deal with moving it.
Yep.
So I called up all my friends, and we loaded up in a truck and drove to the middle of nowhere at about 10 o'clock at night. And we loaded it into my friend's truck and strapped it in, and then got it all the way back here. It was about a 45-minute drive back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Love having a piano. Piano was actually my first instrument. So
cool.
It's always been a love, and I've always wanted to own one. And, you know, even though it's not perfectly in tune, but I still love just coming up here and being able to play on something real that's not a plug-in.
Yeah, this feels very antique. Oh, yeah. Wow. That's right.
The main area of the house is kind of where everybody comes through to get to the studio.
Okay.
But the studio is on the other side of this wall, which is nice because I can kind of separate work from home a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, come on down.
Oh, nice. Love the wood. Oh, yeah. Okay, so downstairs, separated floor.
Yep.
Oh, this is so nice, dude. Got a sweet drum setup. Killer panels, man.
Thank you.
Did you do the acoustic stuff, or
yeah?
How much of this did you do?
So the walls actually already had the pallet wood on it, thankfully, when we moved in.
That's cool.
So definitely thankful for that. It's funny, almost everybody that comes over here for the first time, they're like, "Did you do that?" I'm like, no, it was already here when we moved in, but yeah, it definitely adds to the aesthetic in here, I think.
Yeah, it's cool.
The panels and the cloud, and then the windows, what were windows I made panels for. And I kind of do that as a side business, but fortunately the ones I have in here were the first ones I ever built.
Prototypes.
So the ones I build for other people are way better than ones I actually have in my own studio, but these do the job, and when I have the time, I'll be able to build the ones that I build now.
Dude, these are, for prototypes, they're beautiful. Especially you got those lights in them. That is awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, that was something I was actually trying to figure out, because when we moved in here, there was a ceiling fan right there, and it was super ugly, and I was like, can't have that there. So we took out the ceiling fan, and my buddy Rob actually kind of stole the idea from him to build this kind of cloud with the recessed lights. My friend Jordan came over, and he's super smart with electrical stuff, and I'm not. I will kill myself doing it probably. So he helped me wire everything up, and then we got it up in the air.
That's so cool. Is that 6 feet by 6 feet? What is that?
I think it is 6 feet deep by 7 something.
Wide?
It's a little
yeah,
odd,
it looks a little taller.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make some panels on the side, and then you're obviously a drummer.
I am a drummer.
All right.
It's definitely my primary instrument. Most of the work that I do out of here is remote drum tracking.
I think we're all remote drummers now.
Oh yeah, I mean, with COVID and everything, it actually, that's all you really can do. When the opportunity arises, I love being able to bring producers and artists over here to be part of the creative process and be able to bounce ideas off in real time. I think a lot of more creativity can happen.
Yeah, that direct feedback for sure.
Exactly.
Is this like a one-room operation here? You've got like the lounge, listening spot, and then tracking right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Yep.
Man. It's nice. Do you know the dimensions of the room?
I think it's 24 feet deep, and I'm not really sure.
Yeah, the width is a little confusing because it opens up here. But
I really lucked out with having this wall, not only this part being the parallel walls and stuff, which is nice. But I think it's about 24 feet deep.
Yeah, it's a long room. It's nice that you have this length in it, and that it even opens up over there is even better.
I've got a MacBook Pro 15-inch. I think it's a late 2014, and I actually just recently upgraded, but haven't switched over yet to the trash can right here.
Yeah, I saw that. Nice.
So I'm really pumped to be able to start working off of that as soon as I have the time to sit down and actually transfer everything over. But that's my main machine right now.
MacBook Pro, I love it.
MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
Running my main interface is the Apollo X8P.
Yep.
Love it. It does everything I need it to, and then I run ADAT into this Focusrite Claret Octapre, which gives me 16 inputs.
Yeah.
It's great. It's kind of got the air function, which they say kind of emulates the ISA pre.
Nice.
But it's just super clean, does what I need it to do, and then I run UAD plugs on the front end, pretty minimal most of the time. Just doing a little bit of EQ and compression, because most of the time I'm just sending really clean stems. That's mostly what producers want.
Yeah, let them mess it up on their side.
Yep.
Sweet,
Exactly.
Dude. And then you said you're using Pro Tools?
I'm mainly in Pro Tools. I actually just switched over to Pro Tools like 6 months ago.
Oh, nice. How's that been going?
It's been great. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. I was in Logic for a while, and a friend finally sat down with me. I'm definitely a hands-on learner.
Yes, me too.
He sat down with an evening with me and kind of showed me the ropes. And I mean, I will still use Logic from time to time if I'm doing programming, or if I have a producer that wants to kind of co-engineer.
Sure.
and they're a Logic user,
Yeah.
we'll use Logic.
Yeah.
So,
That's good that you do both, man.
yeah.
So you got live on there too. You ever mess with that?
Yeah, I don't really do much tracking in live. When I was still touring,
Yeah.
most people say that, but when I was touring, I would just run live tracks off of Ableton.
Right.
But haven't done much tracking, but I know it's got a ton of great functions in it. Need to take the time to mess around with it.
Yeah, I've been saying that for 10 years.
Exactly.
I'm like, I got it, but you know, I'm just never been ready to click on it.
Yep.
That's cool. And then you got the Key Station 49.
Key Station, yeah.
MIDI controller.
Or if I'm doing any programming or production, that comes in handy.
KRKs, the 8s.
KRKs, got the 8s, pretty simple. I actually lucked out and had the 5s before this.
Yeah.
And obviously felt like I needed some bigger monitors, but didn't really have the budget to drop on whatever, you know, and sold my 5s and just traded outright pretty much for the 8s. The money I got from the 5s. So,
heck yeah, that's great.
And they do the trick.
You like them?
I do.
Do you use that? Oh, okay. So then you have like alts here, like computer
this is
speakers.
Just a little Bose sound system. Pretty simple setup. I got these off of a friend, and I just like to have like a secondary, just kind of regular speaker sound, just so I can check my mix and listen back to what they sound like on not studio monitors.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, is that a wireless Kensington trackball?
That is.
How do you like it? Is the Bluetooth good?
It is. I got that a few months ago. It's definitely different from the Magic Mouse or the trackpad.
Of course, yeah.
As you can see, I've got the trackpad, I've got Kensington, and then I've got the Magic Mouse over there.
Oh, okay. So you got your rig is actually over there.
Yeah, my rig is actually over there.
Oh, cool.
But I just kind of keep that because some people are used to using the Kensington, so it's like nice to have it if somebody's like, oh,
man.
You know?
I dig that. Okay, so the monitor, the computer monitor sits over here, but the rig is at the drums.
That's right.
That's awesome.
And I'm still figuring that out. I would love to figure out how to have, you know, my rack unit and everything over there just to where I could turn knobs.
Yeah.
But then when I'm editing or whatever, or if I've got a friend that wants to engineer, it's nice to have everything here so they can have control. But most of the time, I'm doing it, so it's like I've just run the show from over there, so I don't have to look over here. Everything's just right there.
Yeah, I've been in that struggle.
Yeah. These are my main two things. I've had a couple other pieces of outboard gear that I just didn't really end up using. But I've got the patch bay because I definitely want to buy some expand eventually. So
cool,
just
man.
Kind of got it ready to go when the time comes.
I've said it on my channel several times, but like just having like an Apollo and a Focusrite.
Oh yeah.
Like the amount you can get away with.
It's crazy.
At home by yourself is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Such great flexibility and
sounds so great. I love it. My main overheads are Warm Audio WA-14s.
Oh, cool. How do you like those?
I love them, man. They really do a great job for what I need. You know, you can put them on almost anything and they sound great. I've tracked acoustic guitars with them. I've tracked that piano just to hear what it sounds like, and it sounds great. Yeah. They sound great on vocals, but mainly I'm using them as overheads. I've used them as rooms before in the past when a friend has brought other mics over. But yeah, those, I've got another WA Warm Audio. This is their FET 47.
And I use is that what
the
it
Junior,
is? Yeah.
I use this on my kick out.
Yeah.
Super great. It's got a 10 dB pad on it. Yeah, just, I mean, it's a kick out mic.
Killer kick out. Yeah, I have the WA-87.
Yeah,
and
I borrowed that one for a while.
To
the tube, right?
No, it's a passive. It's just like this, but
oh yeah.
But the thing is I got it hoping that it would sound like an 87. It doesn't really
Yeah.
sound so much like an 87. And I was a little bummed out with that, if I'm being totally honest, but I recently put it on my kick.
Oh.
And my mind was blown all over the floor, like with how great it sounded on the kick. And now it's my kick drum. Because actually the setup I'm doing, I have no reso head on the kick, so it's really punchy and just opens.
Yep.
But I'm using the 87, the WA 87 as like the kick in mic. It's not inside the kick, it's in front, kind of like same position as that.
Yeah.
But then I just have a sub kick right next to it.
Nice.
And the combination of that 87 with the sub kick,
it sounds awesome.
Bonkers, dude. It sounds so good.
I'd love to hear that sometime.
It sounds really, really great. I'm so happy that I found a use for that mic after buying it.
That's awesome.
What do you got inside here? Is this
I've just got a D6.
Oh, nice.
In here. Actually, not on a stand right now, but
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Audix D6.
Audix D6. You know, it's real clicky. Just gets the attack of
the
head. Does what I need it to do. You know, it's not right for every situation.
Sure.
But,
yeah.
Great kick-in mic. It's also, I haven't tried it yet, but I've got a friend who raves about it for his floor toms.
Oh yeah. What's this thing? This thing looks super cool.
This is just a Cascade Fathead. They're BE. It's not even the whatever you call it, the one with the transformer in it.
Yeah.
I use this as my mono room primarily.
Yep. And is that a ribbon mic?
It's a ribbon mic.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So I love it. I've used it on crotch before.
Yep.
But I think where it really shines is mono, about 3 feet in front of the kit. I actually used it on a guitar amp a couple weeks ago and it sounded amazing.
Ribbon run amps are just like buttery.
Yep.
Buttery
smooth.
Yeah. Sweet.
So that's my mono room. This is what I kind of go between this. It's a EV635A. And it's actually a dynamic Omni. Sorry.
Oh, cool.
So I'll go in between that one and the SM7B for crotch position.
Yeah.
But I've really been digging that lately for crotch and
just to clarify,
crotch mic position.
For people who don't know at home, that's this mic position just over the kick, kind of pointed at the crotch.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great spot to put a mic. So try it out if you have a mic.
Snare, right now I've got the Telefunken M80 on top.
Nice.
And that is actually Lester's mic.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Let me use that. Typically I'd just put a 57 on there, but I'd heard good things about the M80, so been testing it out and so far really like it. 57 on the bottom.
Sweet.
And then on toms, I've got these EV ND408Bs. They're hypercardioid. They do the trick, do the job. They don't take up a ton of space. And the thing I like about these is you can actually pivot this. So it's very, cool. Instead of repositioning the whole mic like a 421 where it takes up so much real estate.
Yeah,
these are a little bit more discreet.
And what were those again? EV what?
Man, I gotta look at the number on the back. EV ND408B.
So Electro Voice?
Electro Voice,
nice,
yep.
Yeah. 57 on hat, classic.
57. Sometimes I'll do a SM81.
Yep. You know what else is great?
What?
SM7 on hat.
Oh yeah, I've used that before too.
Yeah.
Real dark and
just smooth.
Yep. And then I've also used AKG 435A, I think is
nice.
what it is. Really love that. Rejects a lot of the rest of the kit nicely.
I just noticed the difference between being right here and just you talking right here.
What's that?
It sounds so much tighter, because of the panels. This cloud is amazing. Yeah, it sounds really, really nice over here.
Yeah, the main issue when I first moved in this room was like just the slap back from the ceiling right above, and I was like, oh man, I gotta build a cloud for that.
Control that.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, this is cool. What kind of kit is this?
This is a Pearl 1970s fiberglass kit.
Ooh.
So I had actually never heard of these kits before until like 2 years ago. At the time I was playing a a newer Ludwig Keystone Classic. Kind of regret getting rid of that kit. It was a great kit. Met a guy, his name's Mark Good. He lives out in Hendersonville.
All right.
Dude flips kits like crazy. Is a massive collector, and I went over there and, man, you ever played one of these kits before? I was like, no. Sat down and played. I was like, man, I've got to have one.
Yeah.
So I got this kit off of him, and I've got a 1970s Slingerland kit over there.
Oh yeah.
No badges. It's kind of rewrapped a little bit, but I love it. Love that kit.
Okay, so you've got a handful of kits over here. Let's talk about them. Say, what cymbals are these?
These are Pistes. Been endorsed with them for a couple of years now.
Ooh.
Love them. I had a couple friends start playing with them, and a couple of really good friends put in a really good word for me.
Nice.
And yeah, this is their 20-inch Dark Energy Crash, 22-inch Dark Ride.
Nice.
Love this thing. It's got some cool overtones. Records super well. 20-inch Dark Crash. Always using this. And then I've got a few other things back in there. Been using this hi-hat combo. It's a 16-inch extra thin.
16.
16.
Nice and big.
Oh yeah.
Love that.
But they are very tame. Since I'm using a little bit thinner, and then there's a dark Masters Dark on the bottom. It just records super well. It's never feels like it's getting out of control or too clangy. Love these cymbals. That's
cool. So you have all these mics just going XLR straight into the back of the XAP and the Focusrite?
Yep.
Sweet. These panels that you made are on wheels, right?
Yep.
So you can just kind of walk around and open it like a door? That's awesome.
Yep. Also, another thing I forgot to note with the mic setup is there is a laundry room over there. Super messy, so I'm not going to show you, but I will open that door and put a room mic, sometimes stereo rooms in there, and it just makes this room, with the short ceilings, it's kind of difficult to make this room sound bigger. Yeah. But a cool way to do that is putting a room mic in another room, and you can just blow it up through like a distressor or whatever, and it will really, really make your room feel bigger than it actually is.
Now, did you get this sidecar as another Craigslist?
That was another marketplace thing. The guy was just getting rid of this, and I think like 15 mic stands or something like that. Oh, cool. And I just so happened to see it like 5 minutes after he posted, and like immediately hit him up. And I was like, hey man, like, where are you at? I can meet you. And ended up getting a sidecar and bunch of free mic stands.
Oh wait, so you got that for free?
Free.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's great, dude. Man. Aside from like maybe the finish and stuff, what's different about these than the ones that you make now? Okay, so these I didn't really know exactly what I was doing. So this is Owens Corning 703, and I actually just wrapped the actual piece of insulation in with fabric and kind of used spray-on glue, and then just popped them in there and just kind of threw a frame together. The ones I make now, my standard size gobos that I make are 4x6, and once they're on like 3-inch casters, they stand about 6'11". Wow! So they're pretty huge, and those I do it's like a double frame. So the inside frame holds the insulation in it, and then what you end up doing is wrapping the inside frame and stapling fabric to the outside, and then you do another frame, and it just makes a very seamless, clean edge. Yeah. And I spend a lot of time working with clients, asking, what kind of stain they want to use, and I end up sanding everything down, staining, and then putting multiple coats of polyurethane on top of that. Nice. Just makes it super clean. Yeah. But one day I'll have a couple of those in there. The nice thing about the gobos, especially the taller ones, is they're multi-purpose. You can move them, especially with the ones that are 6'11". You can
almost you can turn those into a vocal booth.
Yeah,
as well.
absolutely.
But yeah, these are the ones that I've had since I built the studio out, and they definitely do the job, but I definitely want to make ones that I'm making now.
If I wanted to buy some from you,
yeah,
how would I do that?
Just hit me up on Instagram. That's what most people have been doing. My Instagram is Alex, ALEX .McVey, and that's ALEX.MCVEY.
Cool. I'll put that down in the description if anyone watching this wants to
to
reach out to you on that.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of building stuff like this and finding cool new designs, and especially if I can find somebody else who can do it. That's great.
I don't know exactly how I got into it. I seriously don't think I had built anything since junior high or high school when I was building skateboard ramps.
Oh, cool, man.
And then I built these, and I think people saw that I built my own, and like I was telling you earlier, they just started reaching out, and it's just like, okay, I guess this is a thing.
Hey, man, that's really cool. I think now is a great time for people to find other cool things that they can do. Obviously, you can engineer, session drum, build acoustic panels, which I would assume are in decently high demand now.
Yeah.
And you also have a space for people to come record and hang, and you said you're going to do some stuff with videos in here too, right?
Yeah, we're calling it Lake House Sessions.
Okay.
And essentially, we are bringing in artists in and around Nashville, and they come in and perform 2 songs, and if they prefer to use their own band, that's fine.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it's me putting together a band for them.
Oh, cool.
And we do 2 of their songs. I've got, like I said, Katie and Chris Tani is their name. They're the video team. My friend Jordan Miles, he kind of heads up engineering. I'm kind of the production, I guess, of it, and pushing things forward. And then my friend Josh Frericks is in charge of mixing and mastering, and just kind of got this in-house crew that is making this happen. It's really exciting. Got our second shoot tomorrow.
All right.
And I'm not trying to stick this to one style of music. I want it to be
whatever.
Yeah, hoping to start releasing videos at the top of 2021.
That's exciting, man. Lake House Sessions?
Lake House Sessions.
And you've got a YouTube channel, right?
Not yet, unfortunately.
By the time this video's up, Alex is going to have a YouTube channel. It's going to be Lake House Sessions, and I'm going to link to it. And you got to do that.
Yeah. You can also follow along on my studio Instagram. We're also going to be posting the videos on there.
Okay, all the links down in the description so everyone can follow that. Before I leave, I want to see these drums over here.
Yeah. I've owned a ton of different snares, and I'm kind of down to, I think, 6 or 7 now. I used to own more, but this is a Gretsch Taylor Hawkins snare.
Cool. Yeah, with some Yamaha wood hoops.
I think so. I usually put an Evans calf tone head on it.
Okay.
And it sounds incredible.
Nice.
There's something about this drum. It's not even an expensive drum. I think it's like a $200 drum. Ooh. But putting these wood hoops and certain heads on it will just make it sound awesome.
It sing. Yeah.
This is a Gretsch USA Custom snare. It's just like this, 14 by 6.5.
Nice.
Not sure what the wood is, but it's got die-cast hoops on it, and I'd always wanted a snare with die-cast. This was another marketplace find. Was down in Florida, and this is a 1957 WFL Pioneer snare. It just sounds awesome, and it's old.
Yeah.
This is I'm pretty sure the original head that just broke a couple weeks ago on a session. Kind of bummed about that, but yeah. I love this drum.
That is so cool, man.
Yeah, this is a 1960s Ludwig Acrolite. This is kind of the one that everybody swears by. And I also have a 70s, but there's just something about the 60s shell.
Oh, yeah.
It just sounds, it's a workhorse, sounds great. It was my main live snare for a long time. Need to get some work done on it, but it sounds awesome when it's all tuned up.
Yeah.
I usually use a Remo coated ambassador on this head, nothing else. Even though I've got a controlled sound on here right now. That's probably why it doesn't sound as good. But yeah, 70s acrylite. I think I bought that from a friend in college. This was another marketplace Craigslist find, free. It's just an old Slingerland field drum. I'm not really sure how old it is.
Looks sweet.
But yeah, I have.
I bet you can make that sound funky.
Yeah, it's kind of was wanting it because I saw Aaron Sterling do a thing with a similar drum, and I was like, it's kind of like the 808 thing.
Yeah. Doesn't he just have like the greatest Instagram?
Oh yeah, he's hilarious.
That all his videos are so.
I don't think he takes himself too seriously, and I enjoy that.
I mean, it's quite apparent. I've actually done a few sessions with him, and it's like the one thing I've taken away from anything that he's involved with is he's having as much fun as possible.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
It makes the whole process better. I think a lot of people
forget about that.
Yeah, he's awesome, and he's not afraid to do stuff with weird.
Yeah,
that's
what I love about him.
Yeah, I watched him pull an ironing board out in a session. He's like, "Hold on, I got this," and we were like, "What is he? Where do we put the C12 on the ironing board?"
Wow, wow.
Cool, man. Yeah, that's awesome.
And then I've got the 70s Superphonic on there. That was another Craigslist find. I was in Missouri, and some husband and wife were getting rid of their son's stuff because he'd moved out to like Arizona. And that was a free shell. And then Lester hooked me up with the rest of the hardware, and I love that snare. I've owned 3 or 4 different Superphonics, and that one's been one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
So this kick goes with these toms. I actually think this kick is a 60s Slingerland. And the toms are 70s.
I like the dimensions on that.
Yeah, 22 by 14. I love it. On really intimate stuff where you want to gain the mic pre's up super hot and you're just tapping the drums. This thing just has got some tone to it. Like you put a little felt beater on it and you just tap it and it just boom. Yeah. I love it. But it also sounds great if you put a pillow in there and tighten it up. Yeah. Love this kick drum. These toms are super great.
13, 16?
12, 13, 16.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah. And then this is I want to say 1950s 20 by 14 Slingerland. Nice. And this was another Craigslist find. I got this shell for $30.
Yeah. Oh man.
And
I gotta get on Craigslist.
Don't do it. Yeah, I love this kick. It works super great for like really dry stuff, but it can get pretty punchy.
Gosh, maybe I have a 20. That looks like the same size as mine, but I thought it was an 18. You sure that's a 20?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I have a 20. Yeah. That looks the exact same as mine.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a 20, but I love it. I love using it on like small acoustic gigs too. Yeah. Like on a stripped down kit, it's nice to have a smaller drum and it doesn't weigh a thing.
And so the video sessions you're going to be doing in here are going to be like live performances.
Correct. Yeah, it definitely is sometimes a challenge figuring out how to set up a full band in here. Like tomorrow we're shooting one in the morning and it's going to be a 6-piece band.
Wow.
Artist who's also a killer guitar player. His name's Stephen Hogan, good friend of mine. And then we're going to have 2 electric guitar players, a bass player, and a pedal steel player.
Nice.
So it's going to be a packed room, but yeah, when you leave, I'm going to be figuring out how to set this room up for that.
Yeah. that's exciting, man. Well,
Yeah.
there's something cool about cramming a bunch of people in a room,
Yeah.
and doing a live thing. That's
Yeah,
how
man.
that's how they did it back in the day.
Yeah. SM81B, another one of these EVs.
These are cool.
SM81.
EV ND 408B.
Yep.
That looks cool. I'm gonna try those out.
Yeah, man. Got the AT4040 in here. SM7B. That I accidentally said SM81B, but yeah, SM7B. That's a friend who's just kind of been letting me use it. This is another friend who I'm gonna try it out on the video tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to try an RE20 on kick out.
This is the best mic in the world.
Oh yeah.
Not sponsored. I just this is just what it says. The kids say facts, bro. Like this is facts. SM7, great.
Can't go wrong.
Greatest mic in the world.
That's
and it's
primarily
also not
what
that
we're using for the vocal mic for these video shoots, and
they're killer, man.
it's great.
Super versatile. And something that I've never seen anyone talk about is you can take this mount apart and flip things around for the stand that you have, because sometimes when this thing can get in the way, or the way that the angle is, you can actually just pop it off and switch things around. It's very
I just learned something new today.
Yeah, it's very utilitarian, I guess.
Yeah.
But I love that mic. It's my favorite. I'm going to put the links to your Instagrams and your future YouTube channel in the description.
Yep.
I'll make sure you do that. You should have a YouTube channel.
Okay.
And you at home also start a YouTube channel too. And thank you for having me come over at the last minute and letting me do this,
I'm
man.
honored to be a part of this.
I really appreciate it. It's cool seeing like all the different, as if you've seen my other videos, there's like such drastically different types of setups. And this is, I feel like, probably a more relatable setup.
Yeah.
It's
very minimal.
And definitely a more achievable setup. Just in your basement. And you did a killer job with it. And I'm super pumped to see the Lake House Studio Sessions, right?
Lake House Sessions.
Lake House Sessions.
Yep.
Like, smash, subscribe. Go follow Alex, like all of his stuff, and subscribe to his new channel, and smash like on this video. And thanks again, dude.
Hey, thank you.
Appreciate it. Goodbye.